Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, back to let you know what's happening with the Nigerian football team. But before I talk about that one, of course, you saw the introductory video. It was Remo Stars football coach Daniel Ogumodede celebrating joyously and passionately after his team won the Nigerian NPFL League yesterday after defeating Niger Tornadoes 1-0. They actually almost didn't lift the trophy yesterday because that game didn't come early on in the match. It came in the 9 minute, I think in the 80-something minute, from the boots of Adedayo, and that was enough to seal the victory for them, seal out 3 points, and ensure that they lift that trophy yesterday. They still have like 3 games remaining if you look at the table, but inside of this 3 games, the max that any team can get is 9 points, and it will not be enough to catch up with Remo Stars because they already have 10 points lead of coach Finidis Rivers United, who are in the 2nd place. So obviously they've now clinched the title for the first time after trying so many attempts in previous seasons. In 2022 they took the 1st position, 2023 they took 2nd, in 2024 they took 2nd, and finally they are taking the 1st position in this 2025 season, which is really nice, and it just shows you how hard work pays when you're consistent with your hard work, consistent with showing up every time and putting in the work. You're definitely going to have the day when you will succeed. This is just the moral lesson from this story, but big congratulations to this team, and I must say it's a well-deserved victory, well-deserved championship that they've won, especially for this coach Daniel Ogumodede, who's very passionate and very, very good. I think he's the best coach in this league, to be honest. And it's a good thing is one of the coaches that is assisting coach Eric Chelle, because of course we're going to need all the best, both local and internationally, to help advance the Super Eagles cause. But that's not just the only story coming out from yesterday or from the weekend. We also saw Victor Osimhen showing up for his Galatasaray football club and scoring a goal and then creating an assist as well in their 5-1 trailing match against AU Sport. That match was very important for their title charge, and they've now gone at 80 points from 31 games, topping Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce with just 5 points. So there's still all to play for in this Turkish Super League, but Victor Osimhen continues to be at the center of everything going on with this Galatasaray team. He's now scored a total 22 goals in 25 appearances this season alone in the Turkish Super League, and he's also created 5 assists, which is very fantastic. And sometimes you hear people say that Osimhen is greedy. Why is he demanding for 12 million euros from Chelsea and Man U and all these big clubs coming for him? And you just ask, you just try to ask the question, how is he greedy? Because this guy is a goal machine. He scores a lot of goals. He scores a whole lot of goals, and his salary is justified, if you ask me. Because if you even look at the salary that some of these top strikers collect, Erling Haaland and Mo Salah and the rest, it's way much more than 12 million euros. Erling Haaland, for example, collects 27 million pounds a year, in his new contract that he signed with Man City. Salah collects nothing less than 13-14 million pounds. So I don't see why Osimhen cannot ask for 12 million euros from these big clubs. After all, he's the man that scores the goals, and he's always consistent with these goals. But aside from that, guys, we also saw Ademola Lookman's Atalanta come home with a very shabby performance. For the very many times recently they played out a 1-1 draw against Leeds, and this game was very dull. Actually, the 2 goals from both teams came from a penalty for that game, and Ademola Lookman played 2 shots, which is, I think, the most he's had in the last 5 matches, because we've not really seen a lot of Ademola Lookman in the last couple of matches. He's been dull. He's been performing below expectation, and you can't help to wonder what is happening with Ademola Lookman this few games, because we've not really seen a lot of him. Is he having some sort of issues with the team? Is he not training well? Is he nursing an injury that no one knows about? All of these are possible questions going through my mind as to why Ademola Lookman is not showing up as we used to see him show up. But again, it could also be the fact that maybe his mind is already made up, about his future. Maybe he's not putting in as much energy with the Atlanta team because he's decided that, okay, this is the last season he's going to play with the club and he's going to leave. So this is also a possibility. Of course, we know he tried to leave last season when he almost joined PSG, but it broke down, I think, on the deadline day. So this season could be the final season that Lookman gets to spend with Atalanta. But let's move on, guys, as well. Let me let you know that Celle Desas showed up for his team over the weekend, scoring in a 2-2 draw against St. Mary's. Desas opened the scoring in the 42nd minute, but they would go on to draw that game. But the bigger picture is that Desas continues to show up for his team. He continues to score goals, for this Rangers side. He scored over 20 plus goals, this season. And when you look at it objectively, you feel almost like you want to make an argument for Celle Desas why he should be included in the Super Eagles team. But there's some good news coming out right now, and it's the fact that Chelle is actually looking to shuffle the list, shuffling a lot of players, a lot of names that we didn't see into the new list right now for the games coming up later in May. Of course, we have a competition, a friendly competition coming up later from the 25th of next month. And then the rumor is that Chelle is looking to drop so many important players that we know. I think Victor Osimhen is one of the names that rumor has it that Chelle may not call up. Instead, he would invite other guys that he would want to also give some chances to try and see their potential as well. So this window, we could see Celle Desas return back to the team. But it's not just Celle Desas. We have a lot of other players as well who have been tipped to join in this new list. I'll be making video about this and other important updates as well.